Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another sports production for ParkTV 16. We are bringing you lacrosse tonight. West Metro rivals Breck versus St. Louis Park. We're just underway. Coming into the season, you can see the Breck Mustangs are 3-5 in the conference. St. Louis Park Orioles are 4-4. And obviously, due to the proximity of these two schools, it's going to be it's a great rival game. And right now, St. Louis Park has the ball as they win the first faceoff. As we know, those faceoffs are really important in lacrosse. And there's a shot on net. Nice save there by the Breck goalie, number 10. And there's a goal after Cohen for Breck saves the first one on the rebound. St. Louis Park is up on Breck 1-0 early on. There's the replay, nice shot there, and
the microwave is heating up early.
Number 26 for St. Louis Park gets that first goal within the first minute. Jackson Loken, junior midfielder. All right, face-off, the all-important face-off here. We're just at 11:23 within the first minute. 1-0 St. Louis Park. Great start for the Orioles here tonight. And they control the next face-off, and there's a quick whistle. Offside's the call, so Breck will take over. That is number 5 for Breck. He is Cade O'Neill, a junior midfielder. Will start it off for Breck, their first possession of the game, but already down 1-0 to the Orioles. As they sort things out. Long stick in, long stick out. Number 11 looked a little chagrined by that decision, I think. Can't blame him, I'd rather play too. Connor Harrington has the long stick, but he's now on the sideline, but Park has the ball now. All right, well, we're underway again. Park up 1-0, and the position. Jackson Logan scores another goal, second in a row.
Jackson, the microwave lock-in.
He is the microwave lock-in, you're not kidding. That is exactly right. When he sees an angle, he goes for it. So 2 goals within the first minute for Jackson Loken. Already having a great night. 2-0 on the West Sider Breck Mustangs. They're down 2-0. How does that sound, huh? That is sweet. All right, third face-off of the match. St. Louis Park has won the first 2, and they've got 2 goals. That's how important those face-offs are. Boy, the referees are the show tonight, it seems to me. Oh, we got I don't know what that call was. But what I do know is St. Louis Park has a chance to get their 3rd goal in their third straight possession. And that is number 6 for St. Louis Park, Mitchell Vortherms. And a shot on net, they're 3 for 3. Maybe the Breck should just go home tonight. They just have given up 3 goals on 3 shots. They're shooting 1,000%. Kyle Hedblum gets the goal.
Assist by Mitchell, the Vortex Vorterms.
Mitchell, the Vortex Vorterms. So that's 3-0. A minute and 12 seconds into the match. 3 on 3 shots, 3 faceoffs, 3 goals. The Orioles have come to play today. All right, all-important faceoff. Breck needs that ball now. If they want to get back in this match, they've got to get possession of the ball. They haven't had possession of it the whole match. Looks like the Orioles are going to control. And a whistle. Orioles get the ball. That's their 4th face-off win in a row. And that is Benji Weiberg. Jackson Loken going for the hat trick in the first 2 minutes. There's a shot and a goal. 29, it's not Rod Carew, it is Zach Ryan.
Zach Tiger Ryan.
junior attacker for St. Louis Park. I've never seen anything like this. They are on fire right now. 4 for 4. 4 faceoffs, 4 shots, 4 goals. That's called a perfect game. Like bowling, right? Yeah, awesome. So 10:18 to go, 4-0 Orioles, and now we got a timeout. Yeah, if I'm a Breck coach, you need to take timeout right now. That's a very smart timeout by the head coach, Tao Corbin, with his assistant coaches, Michael Mooney, Nick Shermetta. They got to figure something out, which is number one, they got to get possession of the ball, don't they? So on your screen, you see the St. Louis Park upcoming schedule. And you can see they got 3 wins in a row. We last broadcasted a St. Louis Park game here a couple weeks ago, and they played well. But boy, since then, look at what they've done. 3 in a row, 12-9, 12-3, 14-10. And then this is their last home game for a while. They're going to be going against Providence Academy. I'm not quite sure where that is. Must be in Providence, Minnesota, right? Yeah, I figured it was a Catholic something or another. But yeah, it's in Plymouth. So you got Chanhassen, then you got the East Siders of Bloomington and the West Siders. So the Orioles off to an outstanding start tonight. Got to be very happy about this. It's beautiful weather. Spring is here. Lots of greenery around, and the Park Orioles are up 4-0 within the first 2 minutes of the game. Unbelievable. Is that what it is? I see. So face off by number 13 for St. Louis Park. That was Ernesto Garcia. We have a whistle and a flag. Some sort of infraction against the Orioles, it looks like. Slash is the call, I think I heard. Let's see if we can see it on the replay here. And the ball's there. Nevertheless, Breck has the ball and a man advantage. So that is over to number 8, Philip Ahrens, a 9th grader for. So Breck, their first real scoring opportunity here, and that pass from Madsen, Blaine Madsen, the junior, to number 4, Arlo Zellickson, over his head, and a turnover for Breck. They are off to not the best start in the world. Giving up 4 goals, and then when they get the ball, they turn it over. So everything going the Orioles' way so far early on. Oh. So Breck will get the ball, their second possession of the game, and they introduce the ball into play safely, and that's number 2, Blaine Madsen. He's a captain, watch for him. He looks like he's the quarterback out there for the Mustangs. Over to number 9, that's Peyton Parkhill. He's a senior midfielder. Back behind the net, that is number 20. Nice defense by the Orioles. Ball remains with Breck. Number 9 for Breck will take it over. That's Hayden Parkhill. Here's the play underway. That's Parkhill, number 9. He gets it back. Over to Madsen. You're going to hear his name a lot tonight. 7 is his brother, Brendan Madsen. It's got to be a brother, right? So we'll call him Brendan, number 7, and he gets it down to number 18. That's Gavin Hopping, a junior, and he gives the ball up. Another turnover for Breck, and the Orioles are on the move again. They are not wasting any time. Shot on net, and a goal. That's 5 for 5. They're batting 1,000 from shots on net.
Goal by number 6, Mitchell, the Vortex, Vortex.
Oh, thank you. Wow, so the goal goes to, here's the replay. Look at that. Those are the shots. You want to hit it at the net or at the feet of the goalie. And the Orioles are playing a perfect game tonight. So far, 5-0, 8 minutes to go, first quarter. Face-off, is that Ernesto Garcia at the center? I think he's their designated, I think it's 13. Ernesto Garcia, and Breck comes away with it. Yes, they do. That is number 5, Cade O'Neill, the junior midfielder, gets it down back around the net to number 4. That is Arlo Zellickson. Back on top to number 22. '23 is Michael Kenny, who just had it there briefly, back behind the net. So Breck being very patient, even though they're down 5-0. It's probably the way to go. A lot of game left. One thing about getting a big lead, the danger there is you get complacent. There's a lot of game left, and that can spell trouble if you get up too soon. So nice defense there by the Orioles. And Breck takes over once again. That's Gavin Hopping, number 18. Gets the ball in front, and there's a nice save there by, I think it's Will Lott today. So Benji Weiberg is playing an attacker. Yeah, it was Benji Weiberg. The last time we broadcasted, he was the goalie. Now he's out. Ben Lott's in the goalie, and he is making his impact known here on the offensive end. And he comes off, and in for him is number 32, John Schubel. Meanwhile, the Orioles still have it. They're 5 for 5 with shots on net. 18 comes in, shoots, and he scores there, 6 for 6. Unbelievable what's going on.
Goal by number 19, Brody Buchanan Ilstrup.
Brody Ilstrup, you're never going to keep that kid down. Arguably the best player on their team finally shows up here and gets the 6th goal. It is 6-0. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this. 6 for 6 on shots on goal to begin a game. It's got to be some sort of national record, huh? Huh? ESPN, let's call them up. Just email them the video. Huh? Why not? Yeah, it's I mean, I don't have a lot of lacrosse experience, but it's pretty fun to watch this. And the Orioles have it again. They look so much better from 2 weeks ago. They are really good right now. Look at this. Just in control. They look confident out there. And it shows on the scoreboard. So that's number 18. Gavin, no, excuse me, that was 19, let's see. Oh, shot their first. Goalie, actually the goalie did not make the save. They hit the post. Technically not a shot on goal if they hit the post, I would imagine. So they're still 6 for 6 in the first quarter. Short stoppage here. Play underway, Breck now. Still scoreless. Nice move there by number 4, Arlo Zellickson. Still with the ball. Trying to find some opening. He takes a shot, shoots it wide left, out of bounds. It looks like Breck will retain possession. Play underway. Just approaching the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Breck has the ball, but they're down 6-0, and that is number 4, Zellickson. Being guarded closely by Mikhail Kieselbach. There's some good checks there. Another push there. Nice defense by the Orioles. Breck is having a very difficult time moving that ball. And there's a shot in the middle of number 11, and a nice save there by Lott. Will Locke comes up big for the Orioles there. That was a point-blank shot by number 11 for the Mustangs, Michael Johnson, and he is, and we got a turnover. Michael Johnson had a nice opportunity there, but the goalie, Will Lott, makes the save, and the Orioles take over up 6-0. We're now approaching the 5-minute mark in the first quarter. And the Breck is trying to put on some pressure in the back part, but they get it up nicely, and that is to number 18 or 19. Is that number 18 out there? I can't. 19. So that's, yeah, that's Brody Eelstrup, number 19. Okay, but the ball is given up to Breck, and that is number 9, Parkhill. And there's a turnover, and the ball goes back to the Orioles. We have a very enthusiastic crowd here. I think they sense how well the Orioles are playing, and the play on the field is generating enthusiasm in the stands, because they can understand they're like 6 for 7 on goal, shots on goal and goals. Nice pass there to Weiberg, and he gives it up, unfortunately, and it's picked up by number 16, Ryan Stafford, the junior for Breck. And we got a whistle and turnover back to the Orioles. Everything is going their way early on. But it is early, that is the key word. You can get goals in a big hurry in lacrosse, and I would not count Breck out. They have a strong tradition, a proud tradition of lacrosse over there. So there's Eelstrup. Shot on goal, and a goal! Wow, number 20 for Breck gives up the 7th goal. Bryce Parrish, sophomore goalie, having a tough night, and he is coming out. Yeah, you got to do that. And, yep. So, goalie change for Breck. Tough night for Bryce Parrish. I feel for him. He's a sophomore, so he's going to have a lot of opportunities in the next few years here to get better. Yeah. If you see him over there, he's not happy, and you can't blame him. So, that's the magic of the Orioles. Sometimes you can't tell how they get in. So, it's 7-0 on 8 shots, 7 goals. Unbelievable. Breck, we have not, on ParkTV 16 Sports, I don't think we've had a Breck in a match, a boys Breck team, but they really don't look like they have their heads in this game. But the Orioles do. I think Breck wants to go home. So the Orioles are taking over again. And they're just taking their time, and why shouldn't they? 7-goal lead, 3:36 to go in the first quarter. It's time to have some fun and play with these guys, I'm sure of it. Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's fun to go around that guy. Take a shot from long range. Why wouldn't you up 7-0? That shot was just off the mark, as you saw in the replay. Orioles retain possession. Pass and a shot that's wide left. Yeah, they did, yeah. So there's a new goalie in. No, let's see. Number 19 is Alex Damaris. Yep. No, the Breck goalie, so a sophomore was replaced by the 9th grader. Meanwhile, Breck has the ball. You know, they're not out of it. 7 goals is not that hard to make up. There's so much match left here. But they got to start getting a goal here sooner or later, showing some sort of offensive prowess. I don't know, is it prom tomorrow night at Breck? I'm not sure. Are these guys all nervous? I'm not quite sure. Maybe we should research that. All right, here come the Orioles. Nice little pass there. They look so, I said this before, they look so much better than 2 weeks, and they looked good last 2 weeks ago. But way more confident the way they're running around. Beautiful warm night here, mid-May in Minnesota. You can't beat this weather if you're a Minnesotan. Ball loose in front. Picked up by Ilstrup, and he fires it wide left. The 9th grader picks it up, so Breck takes over. Few substitutions on the fly here. Number 9 in for Breck. Park Hill on offense, looking for the ball. And number 5 has it for the Mustangs. That's Cade O'Neill, junior midfielder. Breck desperately needs a goal, anything to get in the game here. There's Arlo Zellickson working around the net. He gets horse-collared, and the flag comes up, and that is going to be a foul on number 89, is that? 99, Wayne Gretzky. No, Ben Bakken, junior defenseman. Pretty much horse-collared the Breck player. So he'll sit, minute 22 to go in the first quarter. Getting the explanation from the referee.
Number 99, Ben Boom Boom Bakken.
So he'll sit for a minute, maybe 30 seconds. So a man advantage to Breck, and they would love nothing better to get a goal right before the end of the quarter. Anything to get their momentum going here. They need a goal desperately. And they got a great shot. They're winning close. Oh, unfortunate pass there by number 23, Michael Kenny. And the turnover, that was off. Very unfortunate there. So Orioles take, if you're a Breck fan, so we're less than a minute right now, and the Orioles have it, and you know they want another goal. Got a whistle on the, timeout Park. Good timeout taken by the coach there with less than a minute. They're gonna take it for the last shot. Up 7-0, they don't want to give the ball back to Breck and even give them any opportunity to score a goal. You want to keep them at 0 throughout the end of the quarter, especially when you're less than a minute away. So nice job here by the Orioles. Nice timeout call by their coach, Chris Bixby. So my guess is they're going to set up a play and try to get 8 goals here in the first quarter. You can see on the screen there, they don't use a chalkboard or a marker board or anything. And there's the Breck coach, wondering what he's saying to these guys. There's a lot to say when you're down 7-0. Coaches look a little dumbfounded. I don't blame them. I mean, you know, you're getting waxed right now, 7-0 in the first quarter. I guess if I was the coach, I'd be saying, look, let's just stop them and see if we can get the ball and get a goal. Let's just break down our little victories, have little baby steps to get back in this match. Just break the game down to little games within the game. Like number 1, let's just stop them and then cheer them up for just stopping them, not letting them score here. And then go in and make that a victory. Turn the tide in your own minds and you might change the game. So if I'm Breck, just stop Orioles from scoring. And then go in and praise your players, and hopefully they'll come out with firepower. So here come the Orioles. Number 26, Loken. He's got the first 2 goals. A spin move like Chuck Foreman as he races to the net. It's 1973 Vikings. Oh my God, that was a great spin move. And he just missed the goal. And Breck Mustangs. Wow, they avoided a bullet, but they did. They avoided the bullet, so that's what they need to do. So now they have the ball. The key for them is to not turn it over, and they just maybe did that on that pass. Wow, Breck was really good last year. They lost some seniors, I think. All right, pass in the middle, not handled very well by Breck. And that is Ilstrup. He is so dangerous if you're a Breck player. We're down to 14 seconds. Now we're at 9. In the middle, that was number 9 for St. Louis Park. Missed shot, and that'll end it. The end of the first quarter. Orioles 7, Breck Mustangs 0.
And the first quarter.
life entertaining tourists is no life for a wild animal. Whether taken from the wild or bred in captivity, they are beaten and forced to endure cruel training. Animals need you to stand up for them. Help World Animal Protection stop their abuse and exploitation. Together, we can change the minds of tourists, the travel industry, and governments. Together, we can keep wild animals in the wild where they belong. Wild animals are not entertainers. Stand up for wildlife now. Visit standupforwildlife.org.
Yeah, you're right, it is. It's just this little building right by the old Milwaukee Depot, if you're downtown of Washington, and they just built an apartment building right on the corner. We're next to it. That was my parking lot. L45. So, yeah, that's where. Sorry. Yeah, 7-0. St. Louis Park 7, Breck nothing. It's not a football game, even though you're looking at a football field. But if you're just joining us, the St. Louis Park Orioles have had their way in the first quarter. They have played literally a perfect quarter of lacrosse, winning 90% or higher of the face-offs and turning almost all of them into goals. If they keep this pace up, it will be, what, 28-0. And I've never seen a lacrosse score like that. So at some point, one would think that the Orioles are going to level off, and will Breck be able to take advantage? From what I've seen, I'm not so sure. They're going to have to sharpen up their games. They're having a difficult time, just my analysis, not a judgment, that they are having a hard time just passing, connecting on those easy, well, they're not easy, but just passes to get them up the field. Just not quite connecting on that. If you can't get the ball down the field easily, you're going to have a hard time scoring goals. And that's the reason why I think you see the 7-0 score here early on. So they'll be switching directions, and we got Ernesto Garcia taking the face-off, this time against number 5 for the Blake Mustangs, Cade O'Neill. And Breck, they just got to get a goal here. If you're the coach, just get one goal. And we're underway. And Breck, O'Neill gets it. Nice job. And there's a shot on goal. And I like the aggressiveness of the Breck Mustangs on that. That went right to Zellickson. He didn't waste any time trying to get a quick goal. I love that strategy, because if that ball goes in, momentum changes real quick, because I'm sure these Oriole players are a little impressed by what they're doing too. I think if I was them, I'd be shocked by their own play as well. And they might not be believing it. So if Breck can get a goal here, it could put a little psychological doubt in St. Louis Park, but not when you turn the ball over like that. Here's the replay, and they're just having a hard time handling the ball. Oh, look at that frustration hit. Number 9, Hayden Parkhill, came in and put a shot. No call on that. I guess that's legal, so that looked like a frustration tap there for the Breck Mustangs. Okay, back underway. Mustangs have it. That's number 7, Brendan Madsen. Back down below, gets by number 23, Michael Kenny. He's having a hard time with that ball tonight. He had a turnover earlier. Shower, number 7, and a nice save there by Lott. And Zellickson, number 4, picks up the ball. So advantage Breck. Back on top, nice pass, and unable to be handled by number 18. Gavin Hopping. It was a nice idea in there, and Breck is not giving up. They have cutters going towards the net, taking hits, trying to get balls, trying to get opportunities to score, but it did not work out for them then, and Lott has it. And this is St. Louis Park's first possession of the second quarter. And they quickly have the ball past midfield with the long stick there. That is number 14 for St. Louis Park, Grant Plender, the senior defenseman. Nice job him. And as he goes back to his territory, as you know, there's 9 players, not including the goalie, 3 defenders, 3 midfielders, and 3 attackers. So when you're a defender, you got to stop playing about the 50-yard line. And there's a nice interception by the Orioles. That is Weiberg, who usually is in goal. Gives Wade a lot tonight. Nice pass there behind the net. Orioles look like they're having a lot of fun. There's Weistrup, and he takes a shot. Boy, he wants to score. I think he's going to be their main goalie going into the section playoffs once they arrive. But he's having fun out there. I think he wants to get a goal because as a goalie, he never gets to have a chance. And it's those kind of passes that give you pause whether Breck has it in them to really come back. Because those kind of, that was an unforced error if you analyze it towards tennis. That was no reason for that ball to go way over the head, and they're just not connecting on those basic plays. All right, meanwhile, the Orioles have it. Down below, pass in the middle, and it was loose, and a shot by number 22 for the Orioles, Dante Nord. Nice save there before by the goalie, number 19, Alex Damaris. And that is Ilstrup. Look out for him. Nice pass in front, and the shot by 22. Dante Nord goes wide right. He had an excellent opportunity to increase their lead to 8. We're at the 9-minute mark of the second quarter. Park Orioles still have it. Nice pass out to the top, back around to Ilstrup with the left knee brace. You wouldn't know he needs it. What a shot! What, if we can get that replay, I think we're gonna have a great camera angle on that. The angle that I saw,
Number 19,
Brody Ilstrup, arguably the best player. Watch this. The speed is why he is better. Watch the speed here. Whoa, that is amazing. Look at that ball, that was wicked. Nice job, look at him celebrating. Why wouldn't you? That must have felt really good. Nice job by Brody Ilstrup. Makes it 8-0, great camera work there. You could see the ball like bend in the air. That's how much pace he had on it. Much like a fastball pitcher in baseball, they throw a fastball, the ball moves because it's so fast. Yeah, that is extraordinary. I wonder, that kid's gonna be playing college somewhere, I'm sure. He's gonna be playing at Carthage in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Yeah, good for him. All right, Orioles have it again. And unaccosted is Weiberg. He's gonna go all the way. Why did he pass it? He could have just went in and got his goal. What an unselfish player. I love him for that. Look at, he comes off. What a good kid. All right. There's Ilstrup. This is fun watching this Oriole team. They are really playing well tonight. There's Brody. There's number 12. That's Kyle Hedblum. He's got a goal tonight. Oh, the Breck shows a little feistiness there, trying to get the ball back, and there's a whistle for some unknown reason, and they're going to give it to Breck. I'm not sure what the call was there. But Breck has possession. And the ball is down, and they still have it. That's number 11 for Breck. That is Michael Johnson. Back out to number 9, Park Hill. Over to 22. Don't have his number listed, unfortunately. And there, Breck gets a goal. Let's see the replay. Number 11 gets the goal for Breck, Michael Johnson.
Breck goal, number 18.
Oh, number 18, Gavin Hopping has it. Comes right in there. Nice job fighting the long stick and puts it right by the goalie on the right side of the goalie. Nice job by him. What a relief for Breck to get that 0 off the board. Something to build on. A lot of game left, 8 goals, 7 goals could be made up. So we'll see if this helps Breck in the confidence sphere as to whether it impacts their play going forward. Face off there, number 5 is Brendan Tosin for the Breck Mustangs, and he comes away with it on his own. That's a good sign if you're a Mustang fan. And he gives it up, and we got a flag. Some sort of stick violation. Here's the replay. He gets hacked and pushed. Ball came back to him. Not sure what the call was. Didn't look like there was anything wrong there to me, but I am not a lacrosse expert, fortunately. So, meanwhile, the Breck Mustangs will retain
Penalty
possession.
number 8, Mikkel Kieselbach.
So a penalty was called to Mikkel Kieselbach, the sophomore defender. So a man advantage now. There's number 18. He's got the first goal for them, Gavin Hopping. So if he's feeling the hot hand, they would like to get the ball to him. If I was out there, I'd try to get it to him to see if he's hot. And he's feeling something. Back on top there, back to number 7, Madsen. And it is intercepted by the long stick, number 21, Liam O'Neill, and he gets ambushed at the 50-yard line to Zellickson, who gets pushed from behind by number 29, Zach Ryan. Eye for an eye going on here. Lots of enthusiasm in the stands with that sequence of events. That was fun to watch. So the result is Weiberg, number 1 there, has the ball, and he takes off with it, gets it over to number 14. That is Grant Plender. And quickly they're in scoring range with number 15, Cole Justison. So that is number 26 with the ball, Jackson Loken, who had the first 2 goals, and he just did a big circle around. Finally gives the ball up. Nice defense there by number 13 for the Mustangs, Derek Turner III. Nice job by him, almost getting the ball away from the Orioles. And the Orioles are looking for more scoring, and he is triple teamed, beaten down, whistle, ball loose. Orioles retain possession on the whistle. That is number 6, Mitchell Vortherms, one of the leaders on that team. Back behind the net. We're at 5:13 to go in the second quarter. 8-1. Park Orioles have been dominating. And there's a nice goal. I love that goal. Let's see the replay. The nice little duck in there by Brody Ilstrup, his second goal of the game. Nice job. Good body control. Watch what he does here. It's just a little dink. Well, right there. Right around, right in between 3 Breck players. That was brilliant. Nice job by Brody Ilstrup. Very creative, imaginative goal there by him. That is not an accident. That's the talent that kid has, that he could see that goal. A lot of people could not imagine that goal. He saw it, and he had the physical ability to make it happen. Nice job. That's what they call talent. All right, ball loose after the goal. 9-1 now. We have 4:56 to go in the second quarter. And another turnover at the 4:51 mark. The Orioles have the ball again. 9-1 lead, as you can see. This is a tape, if this continues throughout, that if I was the coach, I would show this game to all future players. This is a well-played game by the St. Louis Park Orioles. And I don't even know anything about lacrosse, so maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but it looks really good. All right. That's number 32 for the Orioles, John Schubel. Nice movement out there. Number 5 is Brendan Toussaint. And if you're the Orioles, yeah, you should take your time. Spin around, throw it around. Sunday afternoon, throwing the Frisbee at a park. Just take their time. You don't want to get too complacent. But if they have possession, the other team can't score, and you got an 8-goal cushion. That is what you call living in style. So, oh, wow, almost an own goal there by Lacrosse, by the Breck, number 15, almost dumped it in there. Not on purpose, Cole Helgas, but nice save. That was a great save.
Park seniors, please report to behind the table in the penalty area.
So a 3:26 and counting to go, 9-1. The sun peeks out here behind the clouds. Gorgeous night here in St. Louis Park. And the Orioles have it. 3:15 to go, second quarter. And there is Weiberg. Or excuse me, that was number 5, Brendan Toussaint, that had it earlier. That is number 6, Vortherms. Nice shot there by number 8, Kieselbach. Tried to skim it in there like a rock on a lake. And didn't get to the goal. It looked like he tried to skim it in there. That pass goes out of bounds, and Breck is going to take possession with 2:25 to go in the second quarter. Just 1 goal tonight, scored by number 18, Gavin Hopping. They have run into a buzzsaw here in the Orioles. The Orioles showed up to play. They are really playing a very tight game here. Very few turnovers, very few mental mistakes. All right, so Breck now with an opportunity in the offensive zone. Back below, and there's a turnover by Zellickson, and it's picked up by the long stick for the Orioles. He's being accosted by 2 players, gets pushed, and that's a flag and a whistle and a stoppage in play. Big trouble for Breck there. Or was that a timeout? Was that what that was? There was a flag on the play. I'm not sure what that means, though. So there was a flag, or does the flag dictate, does the flag signal the timeout? Well, we'll see. Maybe after the timeout, we'll see if there is a penalty to one of the players out there. But that was a bit confusing, the fact that there was a timeout. So the coaches obviously can call timeout while play is going on. So 1:53 to go, 9-1. If you're just joining this presentation of lacrosse, the St. Louis Park Orioles just jumped out to a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. They've added 3 in the second. They gave up just 1 goal. Textbook lacrosse match tonight.
Michelle, wave at me or something when you want me to start talking.
So Breck talking things over. Orioles come out of their huddle with a cheer. 1:53 to go. Second quarter. All right, they set things up here, about to get underway. I was doing some research on these teams. I think they both come in with identical records, 16 and 17 overall. So it should, I was expecting a much, oh wow, look at the hits there, the shot there by number 9, Mikko Kieselbach with the stick. They let that stuff slide here. And that's picked up by Therms. Reminds me of some sort of like engine, I don't know, like chemistry, Therms or something. Thermos, okay, that's number 6. No, Kieselbach, number 8. Comes in, takes a shot on goal. Nice save there by the freshman, 9th grader, number 18. He's really kind of settled things down. The original goalie for Breck did not have a very good start. And there's an interception. Brody Ilstrup, it is patented, wide open net. I've seen him do that 3 times this year. He's a master at picking off balls and bringing them right in the opposing zone. I think that's the 3rd one I've seen. And look at that. How much fun is that if you're him? Look at that. Yep. See you later. Nice job. Is that knee brace for real? Is that for show? I don't know. His knee doesn't look. I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's a problem there, but he is a stellar player. Really fun to watch. And I love watching those pickoffs, especially when they loft it. He jumps up, takes it, and the momentum of the other team is coming forward. He's going the other way. They can't catch up with him. So 10-1, 55 seconds to go. Second quarter. Ernesto Garcia, once again, facing number 5, Kate O'Neill, for the faceoff. And it does look like a lost cause for Breck, but it is still a whole half to go. They're just really struggling tonight, unfortunately, for the Mustangs. Just can't quite seem to get anything going, and I think it has to do with the Orioles. They are just feeling it tonight. They're talking a lot with each other, good communication, and just executing really well. All right, Breck has it, 35 seconds to go. That's O'Neill, number 5, to number 7, who struggles with it. You wonder if he's not losing his mental concentration, down 10-1. That was an easy thing to handle for Brendan Madsen, but he couldn't do it. That's Seligson, number 4. Appears to be one of their better players, but somebody needs to get in there and get a goal for the Breck Mustangs. Nice reverse pass there. That looked good. That was to Brendan Madsen. And in the middle of the goal for Breck. And it counts. Looks like number 23 for Breck, Michael Kenny. Here's the replay. Let's see here, looking at the replay. Yep, 23, nice shot there from a very tough angle. I can't emphasize enough how much he threaded the needle on that shot. That was a very sharp angle, and he went right over the shoulder of the goalie, he's a tall goalie, so he got it right over his shoulder. So 10-2, if Breck comes out with a different type of game in the second half, they are not out of it. 8 goals, and that will end the second quarter and bring us to halftime. Breck gets a goal late in the quarter, but it's 10-2 Orioles. So tonight is senior night, where the St. Louis Park Orioles are going to honor their seniors. We're going to bring that to you, so stay tuned. And they have some great seniors on the St. Louis Park Oriole team. They're going to be honoring Benji Weiberg, number 1, who I've seen play goal the last 2 matches, but he's out in the field tonight. So he's graduating this year. Ernesto Garcia, who's taken all the face-offs. He's a senior midfielder, graduating. Grant Plender, also a senior, graduating defender. Brody Ilstrup, another senior they're going to honor tonight. And those are all your seniors we have, at least from my list here. Nope, we have another one, Carlos Romero. Let's see, we got Benji Weiberg. Yep, he's not. Okay, so we got Benji Weiberg, Ernesto Garcia, Grant Plender. I want to say Blender, but it's Plender. And Brody Ilstrup. So those are the 4 seniors. I'm sure their parents are here, hopefully so. And there you can see the honors from their teammates with a little tunnel of sticks and nets. And this is not a parental thing like the basketball, apparently. I don't see parents lining up. So if we can hear the PA announcer here.
Tonight is senior night for the St. Louis Park boys lacrosse team.
I enjoy seeing all the white T-shirts on the underclassmen with their favorite seniors on them. That's a great tradition. Let's look down to the turf. We've got 4 young men who supposedly will all be graduating next week. Hope so. On behalf of parents, family, friends, fans, coaches, and players, it's our pleasure and our privilege to introduce to you these 4 awesome dudes from the class of 2017. Introducing number 13, midfielder Mr. Ernesto Speedy Garcia. He is joined by Ricardo and Adrian. Give it up. Now introducing number 19 and a captain, attacker and midfielder, Mr. Brody the Cannon Ilstrup. He's joined by his parents, Tim and Joe. Third player introducing number 14, defense, Mr. Grant the Pounder Plender. Grant is joined by his parents, Corey and Dawn. Introducing number 1, captain, midfielder, and goalie, Mr. Benji the Switchblade Weiberg. Awesome Benji is joined by his parents, Scott and Beth. Let's give these guys a round of applause. It's a great evening. They're playing really well. They're coming into the season nicely. Thanks for attending tonight. And apparently there's cookies after the game, so stick around.
So there you have it. Nice presentation there. Great enthusiasm here in the lacrosse crowd honoring these seniors. Nice job there, and really a nice time here this time of year for any high school as the seniors graduate. Lots of accolades, honor societies, sports parents night, spring weather, graduations, futures ahead. Really nice to see, good feeling, great atmosphere here tonight for the St. Louis Park Orioles. They have a lot to be proud of for these guys and the way they're playing, especially tonight. Well-coached team, and you can see this team getting better. I saw them a couple weeks ago, as I mentioned before, and I think that they can do it. They may make an impact in the playoffs. So we'll come back in the second half.
If I say heads up, what does that mean to you? It means be aware, be alert. Be prepared to prevent something bad from happening, like a concussion. Most concussions are preventable if you make the effort. Wear a helmet when you bike, wear a seatbelt when you're in the car, and always be aware and be safe. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. You want to prevent a concussion? It's time to be heads up.
Welcome back to St. Louis Park High School, where tonight we are at halftime between the St. Louis Park Oriole boys lacrosse team hosting hosting a non-conference, although it is a rival because they're just down the block, the Breck Mustangs. And if you look at the scoreboard, St. Louis Park has dominated, played almost a perfect match. 10-2, they got off to 6 consecutive goals in the first quarter on 6 shots. They were 6 for 6. And the first 2 goals came from Jackson Loken. And I think he scored those 2, if I remember correctly, in the first minute. And it's been all St. Louis Park ever since. Breck, however, did eke out their second goal with less than a minute to go in the second period. So it might be interesting to see and to continue watching to see if that gives them some sort of spark. They are not going to give up. That is not the spirit of either one of these schools. So we could have a good match on our hands in terms of a close score, but we'll see how it goes. And the first face-off of the second half goes to the Orioles. And they have a 10-2 lead. And you can tell that they are going to take their time, as they should. So that is number 12, Kyle Hedblum. He's got a goal tonight. And it goes behind the net, and a nice pass. What can you do if you're Breck? And what a nice beginning to the third quarter, the second half for the Orioles.
Combination from Ilstrup
So
to
key
Jackson Cole.
in my mind, because if you're Breck, you're thinking, hey, you know, we scored that last one, and then the Orioles just said, yeah, we're going to shut that down right now. And within the first minute, they score that goal. And that takes away any momentum that Breck may have had. Nice job by the Orioles. Well coached at halftime. And now it's 11-2. So we're back at midfield. Ernesto Garcia for the Orioles against number 5 for Breck, who again is Cade O'Neill. And quickly we have a penalty, and I think that's going to go against Breck. Yep, number 15 is taking a knee on the sideline. That's Cole Helgas, the sophomore midfielder. On the near side at about the 45, he is on his knee. So a man advantage for a 30-second opportunity here. So another chance here for the St. Louis Park Orioles to just increase their lead and impose their dominance on the Breck Mustangs tonight anyway. So play underway. We'll keep an eye on number 15 when he comes out of the penalty box. Nice little pass. Oh, and he gets decked from behind. Flags come flying from all 3 referees. That looked like a big no-no. And he just got hit from behind. Yeah, you can't do that to a kid. Huh, that's dangerous. Good light, good night. You could really hurt a kid doing the cross-check from behind right at the backbone. I have to say, as I've been learning about this lacrosse game, these kids are tough. These kids are tough. They have sticks. I think it's tougher than football. They have minimal padding out there, and they can use their sticks and get away with it. And that's gotta hurt, especially on a cold night, which isn't the case tonight, but nevertheless. So we're have a stoppage. They're working on something. Breck player number 2 about to run off there. That is Blaine Madsen. His brother Brendan is number 7. So Blaine comes back in. Looks like we're blocking for a play here, but lots of discussion. 3 flags went up. Looked like a nasty cross check from behind. So much like soccer, I think it's like what they call a free kick. I'm not sure what they call it in lacrosse, but is Ilstrup going to take it, or is that number 12 Hedblum? I think. Yeah, maybe not. But you get a shot, you know, free kick. somewhat similar. Who has the ball out there? I have not been able to detect that. Is it? You can see number 6 to the lower right of your screen, jockeying. Watch him now. Watch him. He's the guy that's going to look for a pass. 6 is Mitchell Vortherms. Watch him. Look at him. He's going to. 29 has the ball. That is Zach Ryan over on the left side. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So Ryan to 26, Jackson Loken, and there's a goal. And who got it? Vortherms?
Jackson, microwave lock.
Locken gets his 3rd goal. Look at that from way out. And you can see the bounce. That is the way to score goals. You bounce it right at their feet. If anybody plays tennis, that's what you learn when you're at the net. You hit it at their feet. They can't get it. And this is much like tennis. They got to get it at their feet. It's very, very difficult to field those things. That's why you see all those shots going right at their feet. So nice job there by Loken. Hat trick. 12-2 Orioles. This is a clinic that is being put on today. A absolute clinic. I would make this a training tape for all future St. Louis Park Oriole lacrosse players. This is nearly a perfect match so far. 12-2. They're just executing really well. So meanwhile, face-off underway. Breck. That is number 7. He comes away with it. What a brave kid. Number 7 getting beat up. Brendan Madison. He still has it. And he backs away. Nice job by that young man. That was hard effort there. Nice job by him. He gives it up to number 23. That is Michael Kenny. Back to Zellickson, number 4. That is number 18. Yeah, 18. He's got the first goal. Gavin Hopping gives up to Zellickson. Back out on top to number 9, Parkhill. And he rushes the net, takes a shot, and you can see tried to bounce it. That is the way to score. Everybody's doing it, and he is off the mark. But Breck retains possession with number 23, Kenny. Back up on top to 7, Madsen, Brendan, and he takes a shot, and that is off the mark. So with 9:47 to go, 12-2, Breck's had a couple of opportunities here. Missed their shots on goal. There's Zellickson, and he wanted to wheel around, and the long stick of the Orioles, number 14, Grant Plender, and it is quickly down, all the way down in the Breck zone. Ball loose. And the Orioles come away with it. That is number 16, Caleb Messick. In the middle, ball down on the ground. Fighting for possession. Still not clear who has it. And a whistle. Stoppage. And Breck comes away with it. Number 19, the goalie. He's the freshman. He came in relief, Alex Damaris, and he came in with an 8. I think they've given up 8. He's only given up 4, so a market improvement, at least for tonight. And now here comes Breck, number 16, Ryan Stafford, the junior defender, and he gets poke checked by an Oriole, and the ball is loose. A scramble around the 25, and who's going to come up with it? Looks like 12, Hedblum was fighting with it, with number 7, Brendan Madsen, and a whistle. Breck has possession. That is Brendan Madsen, number 7. Up to number 9. Hayden Parkhill over to 5. Kate O'Neill down low to 23. That is Michael Kenny. Kenny to Zellickson, and he looks for a cutter in the middle, and number 5, Kate O'Neill, didn't really get a shot, and the ball is turned over to Park, and that is number 26, Jackson Loken. He's got 3 goals. He had the first 2, and he gets by 2 defenders. So he wheels around. We got a flag from over his left shoulder, and the ball is loose, and a whistle. Offsides. Has to be against the Orioles. Number 12. So offsides on the Orioles. I think that's the call. Who gets possession? Oh, offsides Breck. Yeah, so he was too deep. Yeah, he was too deep. So he's a defender, number 18. You can't see him in the screen, but he's kneeling down. So what happened with him is he's a defender, and he's got to stop playing at some point. I think it's the 50-yard line or the 40, the 50-yard line. So if he crosses that, then there's too many players, and that's the infraction. And he sits, so St. Louis Park Orioles have a man advantage. Over to 6, Therms, that's what I'm thinking of. Is that a Therms or, it's like chemistry class. Wow, nice goaltending there by the freshman, Damaris. And the ball, Breck had it, and now that is number 16. Caleb Music with the big stick. He's gonna take a shot. Why shouldn't he? His team's up 12-2. Nice job by that man. Look at him run all the way back to his zone. Watch this sequence. Look at, there's the, oh wow, right off the post. That was a little bit back. That's nice. Nice action there.
After long stick goal by Mr. Messi.
So it's 12-2, 7:02 in the third quarter. Starting to get a little dark out. The lights have come on at St. Louis Park High School Oriole Field. I don't think there's a name to this field. Nobody's, yeah. St. Louis Park Stadium. Shot there by number 6, Mitchell Therms. Bounced it a little too soon, didn't get a lot on it. Good defense by the Mustangs. That's number 24, John Fullerton. He's a freshman. Breck is very youthful. Last year they had a really strong team. They must have graduated a lot of seniors. I remember broadcasting last year, and they had a really, right here on this field, they had a, he must have been a senior. He won every face-off that match. I'll never forget it. So they're young. So this is a rebuilding year for Breck. Okay, and they have the ball. Number 22 is, not sure who it is. I don't have it on my list. Oh, no, that's not Breck. Number 22 for Blake, or Breck. Don't have that on my program, unfortunately. Meanwhile, there is number 12 with the ball. That is Hedblum. He's got it again. And again, if you're St. Louis Park, you know, they are in no hurry to give this, but there's a nice shot. Well done by Hedblum. He messed around, and then he just bounced it. And in this case, he bounced it not right at his feet, but right there. And the goalie could not get over in time.
12, Kyle Hedlund.
And I think the reason for that is these goalies are used to getting those balls at their feet, so his timing was off to try to save it. But Hedblum had a nice, creative, imaginative shot there. So 13-2, St. Louis Park up 13-2. Back at midfield, the senior on senior night, Ernesta Garcia. And it is senior night for St. Louis Park, and so they don't want to lose this game, and clearly they're not going to lose this game tonight. The question is, what is the margin of victory? So here come the Orioles on the left side, and another shot. Oh, he just misses the net. Was that Ilstrup? I can't quite tell. Someone else. 28, I believe, is who that is. Another shot and a near miss. Big O from the crowd. Let's see if we can get a replay on that. That was the loudest gasp I heard. Okay, there's the replay. Yeah, he just missed the net. That's the reason. Ball loose. Oh, quick shot by, was that Ilstrup, number 19? No, he is really talented, that kid. He gets angles. He thinks quicker. He just, he can do just a quick little jab shot. Doesn't always have to be this big windup. Ball in the middle. Loose. And Breck had it momentarily. Number 16 almost had it as Ryan Stafford. But the Orioles come away with it. Nice job by them to settle it down. And again, there's Ilstrup at the top. He is smelling blood. Oh, he kind of gets a little careless, but he gets it back. Oh, he gets hammered by both those Breck players. Number 13 is Derek Turner to the third. And he gave him the third degree with his stick there, I'll say that. Stoppage. Park has it. Shot wide right. This time the shot was by, who's that, number 29? Zach Ryan went wide right. He comes off, gives way to his teammate, number 22, Dante Nord. Park has had possession. That is 22, Dante Nord. To 26, Jackson Loken. He's got 3 goals. The first 2 in the first minute. That's a highlight reel he wants to keep. As he comes in looking for 4, and he gets it. He switches from the right side to the left side and bounces it in there for his 4th goal of the night and the 14th goal for the Orioles on senior night. They are mopping up the Breck Mustangs tonight. 3:47 to go. It's still only the 3rd quarter, up 14-2. 2 touchdowns and a safety. Really impressive performance by the Orioles tonight. I've never seen a more dominating look, and I've only seen them for a year, but they are this looks really good for them. I predict these guys could do well in the playoffs. They might surprise some teams. All right, face-off in the middle, 14-2. There's Ernesto on the left. And Breck comes away with this. All right, here comes Breck. Can they get their 3rd goal? Shot right there, point blank. Beautiful save by Lott. That's Zellickson, flag with that hack. I think it was a slash. If it's like hockey, he took a huge slash at him. Zellickson out in front to number 2. That is Blaine Madsen. Whistle on the shot. Stoppage at 2:56 to go. We got a penalty.
Penalty number 8, Mikkel Kieselbach.
So penalty goes to Kieselbach, the sophomore defender. So advantage Breck Mustangs. Number 23 starts it off for the Breck Mustangs. That's Michael Kenny, of course. Up top to number 2, that is Blaine Madsen. He struggles handling it. Over to number 9, Park Hill. Ball loose in the middle, shot, deflected in front by number 14. I think that's Hedblum. No, it's Grant Plender. Nice job with him, and he still has it with the long stick. Great defense by Plender. And a beautiful pass if it's handled, and what a great pass that was by Plender to Liam O'Neill. Beautiful pass. Great pace on it, and gets it to midfield. And if you're St. Louis Park, oh, and he gives it up to Zellickson, number 4. But they don't have the numbers, as St. Louis Park has a few more players back. And it's picked off by number 2. Is that Will Lott? Number 6 for Therms. What a great interception. To 32. Schubel, shot wide left, out of bounds, and looks like St. Louis Park's going to retain possession. We got 1:28 to go, third quarter. And we're going to have running time, I think, based on the differential in the score, the gap in the score. So St. Louis Park, 1:13 to go, and there's a shot at the goal. Jackson Loken, his 6th. What do you get with the double hat trick? Huh? What is that called? A foot trick? Yeah, turkey. Right? Yeah, it's a turkey. Huh? We're making up terms. Submitted to the Oxford Dictionary for a new word next year. Okay. All right, face off here. Time is running, so because of the 15-2 score, the clock is not going to stop. It's still not stopping, even with that whistle. So we got 30 seconds. They may not even get this face off underway. 24 seconds. Huh. 19. Ball is down. Garcia and O'Neill once again. Garcia's had his way most of the time. Whistle underway, 8 seconds. And picked up by O'Neill. He's got to get a shot right away. Wouldn't they love to get a goal? Right now, shoot it, he should say. And he did not know what the score is. He did not get the shot off. So there you have it at the end of the third quarter. 15-2 Orioles. Come on back for the fourth.
Introducing a breakthrough in time management technology. A whole new day of the week. It's called Someday. Ingenious. Perhaps someday you were going to go skydiving. Enter a hot dog eating contest. Maybe ride a mechanical bull. Now, it's on the calendar. You may want to retire someday. Ready for that? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits, plan for your retirement, and how to save for it. If you already receive benefits, you can manage them online. Millions of people already have a My Social Security account. In fact, someone opens one about every 6 seconds. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
Yep, back here for the fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go. 15-2 St. Louis Park has had their way on senior night. And so it's pretty academic unless Breck can really get motivated here, and the Orioles would have to just mail it in here in the fourth quarter. But I don't see that happening on senior night especially. And with beautiful weather, there's no reason for that to happen. But you never know, so stay tuned. Still great action here. And if you're an Oriole fan, this is great lacrosse. I'm talking to people in the press box that have seen a lot more lacrosse games, and they agree that the Orioles are really executing well tonight. And it's been a great match to see. So, okay, the Orioles are going from our right to our left in the fourth quarter. And Ernesto Garcia versus number 5, Kate O'Neill. And the Orioles come away with it. That is number 7 for the Orioles, Kai McKee, the junior defender. Nice job by him, and he still has it. He's going in to score. He shoots, just over the crossbar. Almost got a quick goal there in the first 20 seconds. Nice job by him to penetrate and get the ball deep in the Breck zone. And play underway again. And the Orioles pass intended for number 6, Bortherms. Misses the mark, but the Orioles come up with it anyway. And pass into 26, dropped by Loken, but they comes up with it again. And boy, the Breck Mustangs look a little tired out there to me. They've got to be losing a little enthusiasm. The mental part of this game could start to take over, especially if St. Louis Park gets the first couple goals here in the quarter on a Friday night. There's a shot. Oh, he took a big shot there. Went right over the crossbar. Just got away from, I believe that was Loken again, wasn't it? Yeah, Jackson Loken going for his 7th goal. Play underway, Park still has it. 10:40 to go, 4th quarter. Back over to the right side. Pass, nice pass and a shot there, and a nice save by the Breck goalie. Yep, we have a new goalie in there for Breck. Number 22, do we have a name for him? So we don't know who 22 is, so we'll just call him number 22. There he is. Zorro, okay, well, good for him. He looks young out there, I will say that, number 22. So he's probably a sophomore, and but he's hanging in there, giving the kid experience. Breck, they're gonna be better in a year or two. They got young players. The Orioles have a lot more senior leadership, and it shows. Look at the confidence right there. It's like, see you later. But a great save there by number 22. Can we get a name? And there is number 9 for Breck. They are not giving up. Hayden Parkhill. Down low and a goal. Gavin Hopping with this 2nd goal of the night. He got the first one. Gavin Hopping.
Breck, number 18, Gavin Hopping.
So it's nice to see the high school spirit. They really never do give up. It's so much fun to see that. Looked like St. Louis Park maybe took a little bit of a deep breath on that one, and you can't blame them. They're up 15-2. They can afford to take a little time off here, and the clock is going to be running. There's not going to be any stoppages, so we're already at 8:47 of the 4th quarter. Back to center field, 50-yard line. That is Ernesto Garcia versus Cade O'Neill once again, and O'Neill's done an okay job with those faceoffs for Breck, and they come away with this one. They just haven't been able to turn into enough firepower on the goals. So there is Breck, number 2. Blaine Madsen, senior, captain. Back to Zellickson. A little screen there by Hopping. Gives a little room. Back over to Parkhill. On the left side to number 23, Kenny. And there's Hopping, trying to muscle his way in. Nice job. He took a few hits trying to get his hat trick tonight. Nice effort by that young man. Here's the replay. Watch him fight this long sticks. 2 long sticks, and he twists out of it. Gets a shot on goal and just missed. Boy, he almost had a goal there. That was an excellent effort by that young guy. Okay, meanwhile, Breck still has it. Number 2, that is Blaine Madsen. Puts a spin move, being guarded very well, and he gets by the defender and he scores! And he gives the fist pump. Number 2, Blaine Madsen. Nice job by that man as he takes it right by the guy and then delivers a shot inside the right post. Watch this. He blows by that guy. He does get it down low. That beautiful goal. A lot of traffic in front. He saw it and he nailed it. Nice job by him. 15-4. 7:25 to go. 4th quarter. St. Louis Park still firmly in control. There's no doubt. You can turn out the lights, as Dandy Don Meredith used to say. It's just academic as what the score is going to be, and here comes St. Louis Park. That's number 21, Liam O'Neill with the long stick. Nice job getting it back there to number 12, Hedblum. Hedblum, nice pass down low, back around the net. Well done. Back up top to number 8, Kieselbach. Or is that 6? That's number 6, Mitchell Vortherms. So the shot is wide of the goal. Here's the replay. Hedblum takes the shot there, goes wide left, but Park still retains possession. Hedblum takes another shot, and what a nice save. That was beautiful. He had the leg out. That was, oh, and he gives it up. Is that Ilstrup? Is that Ilstrup? 19 is Brody Ilstrup. It's gotta be. That's him. Yes. That's his signature play. Brody Ilstrup with another interception goal. He is so good at that. Watch, first of all, watch that save. That was gorgeous. Look at his leg out there. That is like a poster for that kid. Yep, and then he's looking around. Look at Ilstrup. Watch him, watch him, watch him. Hawks him, just like a hawk. Yep, how many times have we seen him do that, and how much fun is that to watch? That is brilliant. Where's he going to college? They're going to love that kid there. Oh my goodness, he has got a knack for just winging in the lead, in the weeds, and spearing that ball. Yeah, he's got 6 goals. Yeah, he is really fun to watch. He should be part of a training video too. That is really great way. Just he hangs around the 20 and tries to pick off that breakout pass, much like basketball. The outlet pass is what they call it. And he can pick up that outlet pass and just walk right in. That's his 2nd open net goal tonight. So it's 16-4, 5:37 to go. Breck has just been dominated tonight. They've had a tough night, and he gets pushed out of bounds, and we got a whistle, and the ball goes against Breck. Nothing is going their way tonight. Tough night, but they'll remember this. They're very young when I look at their roster. Very few seniors. So nice save. I like that goalie for Breck. I will look forward to seeing him down the line. He is fun to watch. I think Breck's going to be a good team in a year or two. The Orioles just have the seniors and the leadership and the talent, and with just a little under 5 minutes to go, the scoreboard reflects that. Last year, I think Breck got their way with St. Louis Park. They had a bunch of seniors. They were very talented. And there's talent on this team. They're just young. There's a nice shot there by Zellickson. Rebound in front. And picked up by number 11, Johnson. And Zellickson takes a big shot, but it's wide right. Over the crossbar, just to the right. Time keeps going. We're at the 4:26, 5-4. A little over 4 minutes to go. No timeouts. They don't stop it with this differential. Great match here for St. Louis Park. A lot of happiness around here. It's seniors, their parents, their friends and fans. Great, great performance tonight by the St. Louis Park Orioles. 4 minutes to go. And we have a whistle, and Breck's going to take over. The goalie for St. Louis Park now is Noah Hauser. So Will Lott had a stellar beginning, and so they're just getting experience to all these players, which is what you should do when you're up 16-4. Get these kids in the game, get them some experience. Just a great night for senior night here. There's number 32. Kind of looked like O.J. Simpson running there just for a second. John Schubel. Pass and taken away there by Breck, number 24, John Fullerton. And he loses it, but almost, maybe, kind of picked up. Oh, and he takes a shot, and he gives him another shot. Did they catch that? He took two of the shots. Watch number 7, Brandon Madsen. There, he takes a shot. And then watch him give another one. Right there, he gives him another one. Giving him the business. Yeah, this is rougher than football, my goodness. Oh, nice, another save there. I like this kid, number 22 for Breck. Got to keep an eye on him going forward here. Did we ever get his name? We never. The anonymous number 22. He's had some nice saves, and they look the way he's got flair when he saves them too. Oh, look at that shot! Oh my goodness! And he runs over him. Who's the flag on there? Is that number 26? Who is that guy? Is that Jackson Loken? Oh, he just ran over him like a running back, a fullback. And those Breck players took their shots at. Watch this. Yeah, he looks like Adrian Peterson. He's not that. Zellickson. Zellickson meet the firma, Terra Firma. Terra Firma meet Zellickson. But they were taking shots at Loken too. They came in there to take their shots. They know they're losing, minute to go, and he paid for that. I like this game. It is fun to watch. These kids really get after it. Very physical. Yeah, I think it's rougher than football. I really do. Because it's more random. In football, every tackles, and I mean, football's dangerous too, but this, they got sticks and stuff. And oh, look at that shot. And you can use your stick. Good grief. You don't need an anger management program. Just go play lacrosse. All right, there's number 7, Bortherms. Bortherms with the ball, he loses it. You can't be angry after playing a game of lacrosse. Got a whistle, now we're down to 35 running time. So it's 16-4. That looks like 29. Yeah, you know, those numbers come right up. So we're down to 23 seconds. So we're almost over. Senior night at St. Louis Park, and what a performance the St. Louis Park Orioles have. I don't know who they got coming up. I think they got 4 road games before the playoffs. But I look for this team to do some damage once we get to the sections. They're a fun team to watch. Ilstrup with his interception scores. And look at that. Was that a goal? So number 7, just at the whistle. Brandon Madsen gets it to 16-5. Hopefully that wasn't the line. And that will conclude our broadcast tonight. I'm Robert Christensen for Paul Broden, our producer. ParkTV 16 Sports. Thanks you for watching. Have a good night.